Hello students, I'm back. I'm your instructor, Professor Nimit Chaudhary from Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management. Welcome to the course on Destination Management. Remember, we bring this course to you as part of ePathshala initiative of the Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India to make postgraduate education accessible to all. The concept of tourist circuit forms a very important part of the travel and tourism industry. It is the foundation of travel itineraries and contributes immensely to the development of a destination where the circuit is located. We will begin with developing an understanding of the concept of a tourist circuit, and then we will throw some light on the importance of tourist circuits for destination development. We will spend some time talking about different types of tourist circuits. You will also be able to learn about the process of identification of a tourist circuit. In the end, we will close our discussion by knowing about popular tourist circuits of India. Traveling is no longer a luxury now. More and more people opt to travel due to increase in living standards, disposable incomes, more leisure time, paid holidays, etc. More development of tourist circuits helps to diversify tourism products and experiences. This diversification can benefit small businesses in rural areas and bring together a network of stakeholders like government, associations, local communities, and private sector. Therefore, the concept of tourist circuit has gained a lot of relevance in the recent times. The movement of tourists within a circuit can be used to generate a significant amount of economic impact, especially in remote locations. This could be done more effectively by developing the circuits around various themes to attract visitors and increase their length of stay at the destination. Be it a rural circuit, a desert circuit, or a wildlife circuit, a destination can bring out as many themes as available with it and present them to the tourists who can choose them based on their tastes and preferences. To develop such thematic circuits, a detailed and systematic identification process needs to be undertaken, wherein tourist destinations are screened and the most promising ones are selected based on discussion and consultation between different stakeholders. And thus, full-fledged tourist circuits are formed. In recent times, day excursions and detours are increasingly getting popular as they help to add a sense of novelty and unique experience to the tourist circuit. The tourist can enjoy these without having to travel a lot and without spending on overnight stays. Further research can be done on popular circuits to maximize the overall tourist experience and to economically benefit the local communities of these destinations. Students, let us spend some time to understand the concept of a tourist circuit, some related definitions and features, and the types of tourist circuits. A tourist circuit can be defined as a route which has at least 3 major destinations located on it, such that none of them exists in the same town or city or village. These destinations should not be separated by a long distance and should have well-defined entry and exit points. A tourist will cover all the destinations of a particular circuit during his tour. A tourist circuit helps to increase the number of visits to all these destinations as well as the length of the stay of the tourist. The tourist can visit all the destinations located on the circuits, which benefits them as well as the destination they are visiting. It brings to attention such areas or experiences or activities which are new and fascinating or of a special interest to the tourist, thus offering a mixed bag of scenic beauty, historical sites, cultural diversity, etc. The term tourist circuit has been defined by many scholars. According to Cullinan and others, an itinerary is a pleasure trip which includes 2 or more countries by a resident of a third country. Our own Ministry of Tourism in 2008 defined a tourist circuit as a route on which at least 3 major destinations are located in different areas, but within such distances that a tourist can and would like to cover them in a sequence. Thus, the main feature of a tourist circuit are: 1. It should have at least 3 major destinations. This is the foremost requirement of a tourist circuit. It needs to have at least 3 major destinations to form a proper circuit. The second requirement is that none of them should exist in the same town, city or village. Thirdly, it should not be separated by a long distance. The distance between each of the destinations should be reasonable to form a circuit. These should not be located too close. And finally, it should have a well-defined entry and exit points. The circuit should have a proper entry point from where the tourists can enter, as well as an exit point from where the tourists can exit. We have put these requirements as a graphic for you. Next, let us focus on the different types of tourist circuits. Tourist circuits can either be developed within a state or across 2 or more states, or even 2 or more countries. These can be classified according to different types. Common types of tourist circuits are: one type is the heritage tourist circuits. With a civilization as old as 5,000 years or more, modern India is an ideal destination for heritage tourism. Be it monuments, museums, historical buildings, India has an abundance of tangible resources. Heritage means the tradition, languages, or buildings that were created in the past and still have historical importance. Thus, heritage tourism is oriented towards cultural heritage of a destination. It can include monuments, historical buildings, artifacts, performing arts, festivals, traditions, etc. Heritage tourist circuits help to preserve culture and identity, as well as help to build harmony and understanding among people. There are 35 World Heritage Sites in India. A heritage tourist circuit is one which includes destination of historical heritage value. The main emphasis of such heritage circuit is to preserve our rich heritage and revive old customs and traditions. The overall purpose is to gain an appreciation of the past. It can also include marketing of a destination to a member of a diaspora who have distant family roots. One of the popular heritage circuits is Varanasi, Khajuraho, Agra. Varanasi is the oldest city in India and is famous for its temples and ghats. Khajuraho is famous for its erotic temples, while Agra is famous for the world-renowned Taj Mahal. A second category of circuits are the wildlife tourist circuits. Wildlife includes the native fauna and flora of a region. Wildlife tourism involves watching wild animals in their natural habitat. Non-consummation interaction with wildlife, such as photographing animals, are also an important feature of this type of tourism. Wildlife tourism is popular in African and South American countries: Australia, Canada, India, Maldives, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, etc. It includes offering tour packages and safaris to tourists so that they have a closer view of wildlife. It has a touch of adventure to it and supports values of ecotourism and nature conservation programs. A wildlife tourist circuit is one which includes destinations with wildlife sanctuaries and national parks. The main emphasis of such circuits is to preserve wildlife in their natural form. Example of a popular wildlife circuit is Corbett, Ranthambore, Bharatpur, Bandhavgarh, Kahana. This circuit is famous for mostly famous tigers and jungle safaris. Next category is the religious tourist circuits. India is home to a varied set of religions and faiths. Each religion has own sacred destinations which are a must visit in one's lifetime. Be it churches, temples, monasteries or mosques, India is the perfect destination for religious tourism. Although Hinduism is the majority in the country, religions like Islam, Christianity, Buddhism also have sizable portion of the population along with niche religions like Sikhism, Jainism, Vaishnavism, Judaism, etc. A religious tourist circuit is one which includes destinations for pilgrimage, missionary or leisure purposes. The main emphasis of such circuits is to visit holy cities, destinations connected to a particular religion. Example of a popular religious tourist circuit is Lucknow, Shravasti, Kushinagar, Gorakhpur, Varanasi, Bodh Gaya, Rajgir, Nalanda and Patna. These are main destinations on the Buddhist circuit tour. Yet another type of circuit is the tribal tourist circuit. According to Terry Ward, journalist and travel writer, tribal tourism is a new form of travel in which tourists visit tribal villages in order to be exposed to a culture completely different from their own. From the heavenly northeast to the blissful Odisha, from Chhattisgarh to Jharkhand, India has 8% of the total tribal population. The tribals are known for their age-old traditions, culture, festivals, craftsmanship, etc. The main emphasis of such tribal tourist circuit is to preserve their culture, traditions, rituals and make tourists aware about the same. An example of tribal circuit is Shivsagar, Mon, Majuli, Zero, Dibrugarh. These are tribal destinations of the northeastern states of Assam, Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh. India is also becoming popular for its rural destinations. Rural tourism is a form of tourism which involves seeing rural life, art, culture and heritage in rural areas where local communities are benefited economically and socially. This enables interaction between the tourists and locals and leads to an enriching experience. It involves actively participating in a rural lifestyle. It is a variant of ecotourism and can be agricultural tourism, experiences and experiential tourism, community ecotourism, ethnotourism, etc. The main emphasis of such a circuit is to give tourists a feel of village lifestyle and to enable some interaction between the tourist and the locals. A rural tourist circuit is one which has rural destinations located on it. An example of rural circuit in India is Wayanad, Attappady, Trikapeta, Wayanad, Kochi. These include different villages in the state of Kerala. An emerging circuit is the desert tourist circuit. The desert tourism involves traveling to desert destination with beautiful landscapes and adventure activities. India is known for its rich biodiversity and deserts remain an interesting reason for a lot of people. Sand dunes, camel rides, bonfires and cultural dances all add up to make a complete detour. Deserts are spread out in Thar, Rajasthan, Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh and the Rann of Kutch. Thus, a desert tourist circuit is one which includes desert destinations. The famous desert tourist circuit includes travel through Jodhpur, Jaisalmer, Bikaner. These are all the desert destinations in the state of Rajasthan. Similarly, we have a coastal tourist circuit. Coastal tourism is based on the concept of resource combination of land and sea environments. The sun, the water, the beaches, scenic views, along with biological diversity, the birds, whales, corals, seafood, etc. India has a long coastline with beautiful beaches. Coastal tourism is based on a combination of land and sea environments. It is spread out in states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Gujarat, Odisha, etc. A coastal tourist circuit is one which has coastal destinations on it. Example of coastal tourist circuit could be Port Blair, Havelock Islands, Neil Islands, Port Blair. These are all destinations on the coasts of Andamans. One last category of circuits that we discuss in this module is the ecotourism circuit. Ecotourism is traveling to destinations which are ecologically fragile, pristine and protected. The aim of this type of tourism is to minimize the impact of tourism and keep it small scale. Eco-circuits in India are spread in areas of Himalayas, northeastern states, the Western Ghats, Jharkhand, islands of Andaman and Nicobar, and the Lakshadweep Islands. An ecotourism circuit is one which includes travel to ecologically fragile destinations. One example of ecotourist circuits could be Guwahati, Kaziranga, Manas and back to Guwahati. Besides the above mentioned circuits, the Ministry of Tourism has also recently started the Ramayan circuit, the Krishna circuit, the Sufi circuit, Sikh circuit, the Christian circuit, the Jain circuit, the Parsi circuit, etc. under its Swadesh Darshan plan. Students, the next part of our module attempts to correlate the tourist circuits with the destination development. As is evident from the discussion, it is clear that the tourist circuits connect important destinations on a route which are of tourist value. They play a vital role in the development of a destination. A prospective destination would like to be associated with a popular circuit. We can summarize the importance of tourist circuits in destination development in the following points. 1. The circuits can be developed around a particular theme to attract visitors and to increase the length of their stay at the destination. 2. Circuits can be used to diversify the range of tourism products and experiences which are provided at the destination. 3. The tourist circuits can help to spread benefits to small businesses and rural communities while reducing the pressure on most frequently visited areas such as the World Heritage Sites. Also, tourist circuits can be used to bring together a network of stakeholders such as the government, associations, local communities, private sectors, etc. All these stakeholders work together and cooperate effectively in order to market and conserve the destination. Look at the next graphic to recollect the benefits of tourist circuits for the destination. Students, one of the most popular tourist circuits in India is the Golden Triangle. It includes main destinations of Delhi, Agra and Jaipur with detours to Sikandra and Fatehpur Sikri. Look what it has been able to achieve. Golden Triangle circuit has helped in increasing footfalls to all the destinations, that is Delhi, Agra, Jaipur, Sikandra and Fatehpur Sikri, which are located on this route. The circuit has helped in economic development of these destinations by attracting tourists to even the remote and rural areas like Fatehpur Sikri and Sikandra. Tourism has got a boost in these destinations, and when this happened, heritage of these places is also preserved simultaneously, be it the Taj Mahal of Agra or the Red Fort of Delhi or the Amer Fort of Jaipur. All monuments and heritage sites of Golden Triangle Circuit have been maintained properly and at regular intervals. Development of this circuit has also led to infrastructure development at these destinations like interpretation facilities, souvenir shops, eateries, the ATMs, etc. Local art and craft has also got promoted as villages and small businesses are visited by tourists on the route. Connectivity to these destinations has automatically improved as tourist influx has grown, be it airport, railway stations, better quality roads, etc. This has also led to skill development in the local communities at these destinations. A lot of local tourist guides are skilled in foreign languages at many monuments like the Taj Mahal. Local communities have got employed and revenue has been earned by local people, be it small stall vendors, local eateries, etc. Let us now spend some time on the process of identification of a tourist circuit. You now know about tourist circuits and how they aid in development of a destination. Now you must understand what process goes into identifying a tourist circuit. Following are the steps involved in the process of identification of a tourist circuit. The first step in identifying a tourist circuit is to list the destinations which can make up a tourist circuit. This screening will involve understanding the tourism potential and connectivity of the destination so that tourists can easily travel to and from these destinations. The next step involves screening of the most promising destinations by consulting and discussing with the state governments, union territories, travel and tourism representatives, the private sector, etc. Once the priority destinations are screened, the destination is checked for carrying capacity. According to World Tourism Organization, the maximum number of people that may visit a tourist destination at the same time without causing destruction of the physical, economical, socio-cultural, environmental, and an unacceptable decrease in the quality of visitors' satisfaction. The destination is assessed if it can bear a certain number of tourists without causing harm to the resources of the destination. After checking for this carrying capacity, it is time to assess the infrastructure gap that exists at these promising destinations. Be it better quality of roads, electricity, internet connection, wayside amenities, modes of transportation, management of tourism attractions, etc. When assessment of infrastructure gap is done, it is time to develop a master plan which will give a detailed description of the circuits and how they should be developed within a certain time period. The next step after developing a master plan is to implement and execute the master plan according to desired objectives. A final report is submitted at the last, which outlines whether the destinations have the potential to become a full-fledged tourist circuit or not. Short tours and detours at a destination are value-added products. Whenever you talk about tourist circuits, there are a couple of destinations on the route which are offbeat or fascinating or new or offer a unique experience, etc. You take a short excursion or detour to reach that destination. It could be something as simple as learning to make a chapati on a traditional stove in the village to something grand and luxurious like visiting a Haveli, that is a mansion, en route to a certain destination. Such experiences are unique and fascinating to the tourist and can sometimes be equally appealing as the main attraction on the circuit. The tourist will be motivated to go to these short tours and detours as they provide value addition to the total bundle of experiences of the tourist. The tourist in such a scenario has the flexibility to return to the destination or continue on the next main destination without having to do a night stay. This saves him the cost of accommodation and adds to his list of attractions. At the same time, small businesses and local communities get the benefit from such tours. The tourists consume food at the local restaurant, shops for souvenirs from the local shops, learn about the culture and traditions of the local people, buy local handicrafts from the artisans, spend a night at a homestay, and so on, and thus goes from enriched from the destination, having learned a lot about the destination and about the local people. On the other hand, the local community and their small businesses are benefited by the presence of the tourist. Local people take pride in their culture and traditions when they see tourists taking interest in their way of life. This also helps to preserve customs, traditions, and monuments of such small areas and towns. They get more jobs at restaurants and eateries. They're able to produce more art and craft items for the tourists. They invest more in their local handicrafts. So, short tours and detours add to the benefits of both the destination as well as the tourists. It is a win-win situation for both of them. Some popular examples of short tours and detours on popular tourist circuits include the following. Fatehpur Sikri on Delhi, Agra, Jaipur Golden Triangle Circuit, Orcha on Jhansi, Orcha, Khajuraho Circuit, Srirangapatnam on Bangalore, Mysore, Ooty Circuit, a day excursion to Kufri on Shimla, Manali Circuit, a day excursion to Rohtang Pass on Shimla, Manali Circuit, maybe a day excursion to double-decker living route bridge on Guwahati, Shillong, Cherrapunji, Shillong, Guwahati Circuit. Students, in this last part of our module, let us talk about the popular tourist circuits in India that add to the importance of the destinations. Let us begin with the Golden Triangle Circuit, that is the Delhi, Agra, Jaipur. The Golden Triangle is so called because of the triangular shape formed by the destinations of Delhi, Agra and Jaipur on the map. This circuit has the charm of the national capital Delhi with its busy narrow streets of Chandni Chowk, magnificent buildings of Lutyens Delhi, to the world famous Taj Mahal of Agra, symbolic of eternal love and beauty, to the forts and palaces which are a must-see on a tourist's mind. This is the most visited circuit in India and has some of the best monuments, the bazaars in the country. Another important circuit is Bangalore-Mysore Ooty circuit. This circuit is one of the most famous in South India, the center of India's high-tech industry. It is also known as the Silicon Valley of India. Mysore is the urban area of Karnataka and is famous for Mysore Palace and gardens. Ooty is a beautiful hill station in the Nilgiris and is frequented by tourists all the year round. Another is Himachal Tour Circuit, which is Shimla, Kullu, Manali, Dalhousie, Dharamshala. Himachal is famous for its pristine beauty, landscape and snow-capped peaks. It is also famous for trekking, climbing and skiing. All these destinations are located close to the national capital Delhi and make the perfect holiday destination for families and young people. Then it's the Buddhist circuit tour, which includes Varanasi, Bodh Gaya, Rajgir, Nalanda, Patna, Vaishali, Kushinagar, Lumbini, Shravasti, Lucknow and Agra. Buddhist circuit tour covers all the holy places associated with the life and teaching of Lord Buddha. Pilgrims come from all over the world to visit these holy places, and it is one of the most sought after religious tours in India after the Char Dham Yatra. Kerala circuit, Cochin, Munnar, Thekari, Aleppi, Kumarakom. This circuit involves travel to the breathtaking locations and backwaters of Kerala. It is the most popular circuit in Kerala and offers the tourists the main attraction of a houseboat stay locally called Kettuvalam at the backwaters in Aleppi. Then you have the South India Temple Tour, Chennai, Kanchipuram, Mahabalipuram, Pondicherry, Thanjavur, Trichy, Madurai. This circuit covers the temple destinations of South India. It is one of the most popular temple tours of South India and has some of the most magnificent and legendary temple architecture in India. Rajasthan has its own circuit, Jaipur, Bikaner, Jaisalmer, Jodhpur, Udaipur. This circuit is one of the most famous circuits of Rajasthan. It covers a wide array of attractions from forts and palaces to deserts and lakes and a glimpse of the local culture, traditions of Rajasthani people. In the Northeast Circuit, popular are Guwahati, Shillong, Cherrapunji, Kaziranga, Guwahati Circuit. This circuit is one of the most sought after circuits in Northeast and opens you to the mysterious delightfulness of the Northeast. The destinations on this circuit includes the virgin wild and untouched beauty and scenery away from the modernization and development usually found in all urban and semi-urban areas of India. The Kashmir Circuit, which is Srinagar, Gulmarg, Pahalgam, Srinagar. This circuit is the famous circuit of Kashmir. It includes travel to the snow-capped landscape of Gulmarg, the beautiful meadows of Pahalgam, and the beautiful gardens and houseboats of Srinagar. Char Dham Yatra, including Haridwar, Rishikesh, Barkot, Uttarkashi, Gangotri, Uttarkashi, Srinagar, Guptkashi, Rampur, Kedarnath, Rampur, Badrinath, Peoplekoti, and back to Haridwar. These are the most holy destinations in the Chota Char Dham Yatra, widely revered by the Hindus, and include the main destinations of Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath, and Badrinath. So students, in this module we learned that a tourist circuit is basically a route which covers at least 3 major destinations, none of which exist in the same town, city or village. It helps in increasing the number of visits to all these destinations. It should not be separated by a long distance and should have well-defined entry and exit points. Tourist circuits can be classified according to different types: the heritage, wildlife, tribal, rural, coastal, etc. Tourist circuits can help to spread benefits to small businesses and the rural communities while reducing the pressure on the most frequently visited areas such as the World Heritage Sites. Short tours and detours are also a very important part of tourist circuits. There are a couple of destinations found on every route which are offbeat, fascinating, new, or offer a unique experience, etc. Local communities and small businesses benefit from tourist circuits and short tours, and also help to provide an enriching experience to the tourist as well. There are a number of popular tourist circuits which are the foundation of travel itineraries, such as the Golden Triangle Circuit, South India Temple Tour Circuit, Backwater Kerala Circuit, etc. Friends, this is all for now. In the next module, we will take up another important aspect of destination management. Thank you.